Hello everyone, in this video you will learn how to implement Laravel Echo in Flutter. I will use Pusher as a broadcaster to make our chat application works in real time. So no more waiting, let's get started. Alright, next let's install Laravel Echo and Pusher client in our application. Here are dependencies I use. For Laravel Echo, I install this package from GitHub instead of pub, because somehow in pub the version doesn't support null safety yet, but in GitHub for master plan it supports null safety. For Pusher client, I use the Pusher client package. As you can see, I use my fork repository instead of the original one, since this repository no more maintenance anymore. It is around 30 months, and this library also has problem with authentication, that the token cannot be updated. I already fixed this issue in my fork repository, or you can find another fork repositories that are working too. Alright, so let's install these two packages. Let's check a Pusher client installation instruction. For iOS, you can follow this step. For Android, if you are enable Broadcast, you can configure like so. And do not forget to enable multitext by adding this property to true in build.gradle file that located inside Android and app folder. After we finish installation, let's add one folder called Laravel Echo in util. We can add one file called Laravel Echo. In Laravel Echo here, first I'm gonna create a pusher config. Let's say class pusher config, and then I'm gonna take the configuration information from here. When we log in here, you go to app key here, then we get this information. Copy this and paste it here. Let's make these two static constants. We still have 3 more constants here. Alright, so and then let's create a function to create a pusher client. Get, say create pusher client. And here we need one parameter called token. This one we need to first we create an option. Say pusher option. Okay, we say pusher option. In the pusher option, we need port. Actually, this WebSocket port is only needed when you host your own WebSocket server. Pusher config with port. Then we have encrypt. Let it make it true. And host. We have pusher config dot host endpoint. And we have cluster is the region. Pusher config dot cluster. And then we have auth. Auth is pusher auth. Pusher auth here need the host endpoint. So we write pass the host endpoint here. And then we need the header here. Headers. The here is a map. We have authorize session is a barrier and token. Then we need to set the content type. Application/JSON except application/JSON. Alright, here the pusher config. So let's create a pusher client. So we need app key, pusher config dot key, and then we need the option, and then let's auto connect. Let's make auto connect false. To connect false in the ball logging, let's make it true for now. And then let's return back the pusher client. Alright, now here how we create a pusher client. So after that, let's create a function to create an echo instance. So here we said create Laravel Echo. Here we need token too. Then I return by the echo client. Here we use the pusher client, but if you use socket.io, you can create a socket client. Echo broadcasting type pusher. Alright, so here the function that we create a Laravel Echo and with the pusher client here. So here let's create another class called a singleton class to store, to only initialize our Laravel Echo only once. So let's say Laravel Echo. Well, we have Echo singleton. Then we want to return by the echo here. So let's get a let static let echo. Then we have another one called token. First, I create a private constructor that require a token to create a new instance of echo like so. After that, I create a name factory constructor called init. It requires a token. In here, I check if this singleton class is not initialized yet, or is the token that just provided is not the same as the old one. Is it true? I will reinitialize our echo instance. Or false, just return the old one. Alright, so and then let's get a static getter to get the echo instance. Say turn back the echo. And here we also need the socket ID, so let's just get it here. Socket ID, say echo dot socket ID. If it's not, let's return back the fake socket ID. So here how we create a Laravel Echo class here. So first, let's initialize our Laravel Echo here when the app is started. So let's go to the first screen that appear here is the Charlie screen. So let's go to Charlie screen here, and then we will initialize here. We only initialize once. So let's say this one should be export from util here. Export. So in here, let's say Laravel Echo .init with the token. The token here we can get from auth block state token. Alright, when we leave this screen, we should disconnect this echo connection. So let's say on this post, and then let disconnect. Say Laravel echo instant disconnected. Alright, here we're not finished yet. We need to set up our host endpoint, and we need host endpoint and host auth endpoint here. So I'm gonna use rock here to expose our local host to the server with the HTTPS to make it work with our pusher configuration with the encrypt true. So you can download it here, or on Mac you can follow this step. I already have one installed in my PC, so let's use it. It should be in rock HTTP host 8000. Okay, here. Alright, it's worked. And then let's use this endpoint here. This one auth endpoint here, we need host auth endpoint. Laravel has an endpoint for broadcasting, so let's enable it. First, let's check our current route first. We don't have any broadcasting route here, so let's enable it in our app config. Let's go to config here and then apps, and enable our broadcasting here. Let's check again. Okay, now we have our broadcasting here, but we use the API here, so let's enable this route inside our API route. So let's go back to our API here, and then let's use broadcast route here with middleware auth sanctum. Let's check the route again. Subvendor. Alright, now we have this route here, but we should disable this route because we don't use it. So let's go to our provider, then broadcast service provider here, and disable this. Alright, so let's check the our route again. Okay, now we only have this route. After that, in our channel file, let's create a chat channel. We only allow the user that participate in this chat able to subscribe to the chat. So let's just check if the participant in the chat exists or not. If not, we return false, or vice versa, we return true. Then let's use this route here. Copy this and pass it here. Alright, here is our host auth endpoint here. So now let's check if the connection is work or not. I will full restart the app first. Alright, now our app is working fine, and then let's check here. Then we have a connection. So let's log out. When we log out here, we lose the connection. Then we log in again. Okay, we got the connection again. So now our Laravel Echo is set up correctly. So let's subscribe our chat channel here. So let's go to our chat here, chat screen. And here we create 3 functions. First is voice subscribe. Let's say listen chat channel, and then we have another one called Leo chat channel, and then we have another one called handle new message, when we receive the new message here. Remember that when we send the message here, let's try it out. When we send a message here, the private chat here is the channel is the private dot dash chat dot for, and the event here is message sent. So let's write it here. Our listen chat here. First we have Laravel. We get Laravel Echo dot instant. Then we can subscribe it by using private with our channel. The channel name here is chat.id, and event is message.send. So here we have a chat dot with here we need chat entity chat, and then we can pass it here, chat dot with the chat.id, and then we listen to event name. The event name is message.send. When we use the custom event name, we need to add the dot sign before the event name, message.send. Then here we can handle our callback. So here I'm gonna our callback here. Let's check e. Then here when we can check if the event here is the pusher event, and then we can handle the message here. Let's say log JSON decode e.data. The data here is the data that we return back in the broadcast with method in our event. Here the data that we send back. Here we get the chat ID and message. But if the e.data is not equal to null, then we can log our data here with the JSON decode here, and then make sure it's not null. Alright, and if it has the error, okay, errors, we can catch the error here. Say log error, and then we can leave the channel. The channel we also need how require chat entity here, chat. Then let's say try catch. Then they will do leave that instant dot leave the channel. The channel name is chat. Can pass the chat.id here. Okay, this is how we leave, and this is how we listen chat channel. So to listen the channel, we need to listen with on init here. So let's say if the chat block dot state dot selected chat is not equal to null. And then we listen to our chat channel. Chat block dot state dot chat selected chat. Okay. And then when we load here, let's view chat channel. Then we can change chat block dot state dot selected chat. Okay. Let's refresh this. Okay, let's check over here. Then let's click on this. Then we have subscribe successfully chat for here, and then when we out here, then unsubscribe. So when we subscribe here, we need to, when we say something here, then let's check our debug console here. Close. Alright, here our response here. So let's disable this first. I'm gonna go to the client, and then disable this. Okay, refresh. Smart in here. Let's remove this. Alright, so when we listen, check again. Then let's try to say something. Then we get our message here. Then here our data that we get from chat in here. Then what we do with here, so let's handle this response. So here what we do here, we need to add new message. When we receive the message, we add new message to this message here. So let's go to chat event and create an event called add new message. This add new message, we only need to prepare this new message to our message list. And here we need to add chat message here. To ensure that we prepare the message correctly, we must compare the chat ID from the response with our current selected chat ID. When we get a chat message, then we paste this message here to our chat message entity. So you can say chat block add new message, hit chat message. Okay, here then we can use it in here. Alright, so that's how. So let's try it again. So 2 times. Again. It should display 2 times. One is after message is sent successfully, and another one is from the pusher listener. So now let's fix this message problem that appear 2 times here. We only need to attach the socket ID in the request header when we send a message. So let's add one parameter here called socket ID. Here we need to provide a socket ID. Socket ID Laravel Echo dot socket ID. And then let's fix our send message event in chat block. When we get chat, we need to add the custom option here. This create chat message here should require one more parameter, string socket ID, and this one should have another option headers. It add a socket ID. Alright. Maybe here we have some problem here with the best here. Okay, let's go back here. Then we need to pass event dot socket ID. Okay. So now everything should work. Let's refresh it again. In here I keep getting null from socket ID until I sign out and sign in again, or you can full reload the app. So it is better to full reload the app before testing it. Alright, now we got socket ID. Okay, then let's try test it again. Okay, and then we need to in here when we search this, it doesn't subscribe at all. So let's check this. Don't have any subscription. No subscribe. So let's go back to our chat screen here. The chat here doesn't subscribe because on init method here is fire immediately and only fire once when the widget is mounted. So when we use the search user page to push to the screen, we haven't set selected chat yet. We need some time to create the chat and set the selected chat state. That's why it doesn't subscribe the channel. To fix it, let's call the listen chat channel in the listener. We only listen when the previous selected chat doesn't equal to current selected chat. And here we check if the selected chat is not null, then we listen to the chat channel. Let's test with two devices to see our chat application in action. Alright guys, that's all for this video. In the next video, it's the last part of this series. We will configure one single in Flutter for push notification. So please like and subscribe and stay tuned for the last part of this series. Thank you.